Welcome, everybody, to It Tastes Different Gaming News. What's on the news today? Game Pass has stopped its $1 trial. Microsoft has announced that we have stopped our previous introductory offer for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass and are evaluating different marketing promotions for new members in the future, says a Carrie Perez, head of the global communications at Xbox, in a statement to The Verge. As everybody knows who plays Xbox or really plays any game knows that Microsoft has, for basically the beginning of Game Pass, dollar trials. You could give them $1, get 14 days, or no, was it like a month or something like that? Off and on. Sometimes I think the dates change, but yeah, for $1, it's like woohoo! I did that at the very beginning because, some months were great for Game Pass, some not so much. But now it's a part of life, I love it. So, but now you are not going to get that dollar trial, which some people are going to be bothered by and probably been living on for a while. So, but now you got to pay the $9.99 or the $14.99, depending on which version you want of Game Pass. So let's knock this thing around to the boys here and find out what they think. Is it going to impact Game Pass overall, or is it just, well, crap, I got to spend more money now? So, Nick, what do you think, bud? Is this going to affect Game Pass at all?
No, I don't think so. A lot of people, well, I say some people didn't know about the $1 trial thing. You always see that online. A lot of people did, but some people didn't. I think this is probably, they're going to look at things in the future. I bet you what this is to stop that. And they're going to start to introduce the family plan here in the US. And then they're going to have a promotion for that, right? So it's just to kind of get more people on board to the family plan. I think they're going to do some sort of promotion once it launches in the US. Not to say that they didn't have to stop the individual $1 trial, but the Game Pass has a lot of subscribers nowadays, and so that was really just kind of get people on board. Maybe they've seen a slowdown of people coming in, new people coming in, so that might be a possibility, and so they figure, well, no point in having this out here. We're not really seeing a new surgence of people coming in, trickling in. Or they might have found that a lot of people don't use the trial, right? We don't really know the statistics. It could just be that they're ending it. It could be that, people are just signing right up. I don't know. Can't remember if it signed you, even when you signed up brand new, if you got that first starting out. I thought so. When you got that first starting out month was $1. And then from there, it would charge you however much, right? So they pretty much just ended that. So, but still, it's still a great deal and everything like that. If there's games on Game Pass or Game Pass for PC that you find worth playing, there's always something on there, I think, worth checking out. So, for us, we permanently have it in there, but they kind of quietly got rid of that, this whole dollar thing, so it'll be interesting to see what people think. I also wonder too, for people that have codes for the $1 trial, if those will still work, right? If they can, if they haven't redeemed those codes, I don't know if there's a date on redemption, but if not, if there's no date on redemption for those codes, if they were to redeem them after the fact, does it still allow you to have that $1 trial, right? 14, 30 day, whatever. Because you still have a valid code for it. So it'll be interesting to see that, but I don't think it's going to affect them much. I don't think so. So I just don't see it affecting them, but I could be wrong, but I just don't see that. What do you think, Pat? Do you think it'll affect them?
I think there's some poor soul out there with 72 different email addresses so they can keep getting $1 a month subscription to Game Pass that's now having a sad day, a sad time. Or those guys that bought the 36-month gold deals and then paid the $1 to upgrade that to the ultimate, because there was that deal going along. But yeah, I don't think it's going to hurt them. I mean, I think you'd have to take a lot of $1 subscriptions, which I bet they probably don't have a lot of. I imagine there's some people out there playing the system who are just signing up with a new email address every month to get a $1 subscription. Or there might still be people out there under the whole, like I said, the 36 month. I don't remember when they stopped selling the 36 month live stuff, but you used to be able to stack those together for quite a while, and then pay $1 to upgrade that subscription to Ultimate. So I mean, I don't think it's going to hurt them. I think that, like I like Nick was saying to them, I think they're gearing up for family plan so that they can make sure they don't get 5 people on a Game Pass subscription for $1. 5 people out there going, I'd buy that for $1. Then they do. And then they swap out email addresses between the 5 of them every month. And that way one person doesn't have to have 72 email addresses. They only need like 12 each, get them through a couple of years. So, ultimately, I think they've got plans. I mean, they've been running a family plan everywhere, but here in the US, and every time we get information, it's false information and nobody knows what's going on, but we're ready for the family plan. I think we have one hole in our family plan, one hole to fill in the family plan. We got to find that 5th family member. But, we might invite Keanu Reeves to join our family plan. He seems like a cool dude. He'll probably buy lots of games too. So.
And he's breathtaking.
Yeah. He's a humble, nice dude,
Mm-hmm.
We'll let him join our family plan for unlimited access to John Wick movies, or whatever. We'll cut him a deal. But I don't think it's going to hurt him at all. I don't think there's probably that many people out there with $1 a month subscriptions that are buying month by month. There's probably still some of those, like I said, 36-month people that paid $1 and upgraded and got one hell of a deal. But it is what it is. Hopefully this means we're just like one step closer to family plan, because I think the 4 of us have talked about it. I mean, how much money are we going to save by going to a family plan? Because all 4 of us, the 3 of us plus our buddy Russ, have Game Pass subscriptions that we pay individually for, and I pay for the Ultimate. And I think Nick, you do. Shane, do you pay for Ultimate or do you just pay for regular? So
pay for 2 Ultimates.
Yeah, I mean, so do I. Think all of us pay for 2. The 3 of us pay for 2 Ultimates, and Russ probably only pays for 1. But we're paying the family plan, each of us, every month right now. So we're ready for the family plan to move on in, and we've not been on. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not on the family. I'm not on the $1 a month. I haven't been on that since the first time I signed up, and not to mention, I wasn't smart enough to buy the 36-month live deal and then transfer it over for $1. I wasn't that smart to figure that one out myself. So, did any of you guys get it on something like that? Nick, did you? Yeah.
Nope. I definitely wasn't smart enough for that.
Yeah. I'm just dumb enough to get suckered into the stupid PlayStation deals. Like I get a year for freaking PlayStation Plus for $45.
I still haven't canceled my subscription.
I did get on the PlayStation one because before PlayStation Plus came out, you could buy the regular PlayStation for like super cheap, and then it would upgrade. It
was like $40 or $45.
Yeah, and then it would upgrade to the top tier for that amount of time. And so I did that. I bought like 2 or 3 years worth, and then so now I have like until.
And now you're regretting that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they don't really put a lot.
You don't have to lie.
Sometimes
you don't have to lie.
I downloaded.
Nick probably gets onto that Xbox once every other month, or PlayStation once every other month. Don't you?
What's that game called? Tucci? Something like that. I don't know.
But have you played it? You can say you download. I download crap all the time.
I did play it. It's a weird game, but.
Well, let's put it this way. The last time I got on my PlayStation was to play God of War. I have not been back on it since, unfortunately.
I have been playing Legend of Dragoon on it pretty much off and on for the last 4 weeks. So.
Yeah. I wish PlayStation would come up with some more games because I would like that. And I'm not subscribed. I think that their subscription plans are not worth it.
It's not.
Not yet.
And this is coming from a guy who's been subscribed to Game Pass since almost day one. So, but I really thought when Microsoft came out that it wasn't going to be worth the dang. But every time I'd go to cancel it, something cool was being added. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm sticking around for another month. And that kept happening. There was a few times where I forgot about it for a month and I was like, oh, I better get in there and cancel that and hop in and be like, oh, let me try that out. but I've been steadily subscribed for years now without interruption. So
Yep.
Hurry up with the family plan, Microsoft. I want to save some money.
Yeah, no crap. Yeah, I don't see any issues with the dollar being dropped, and God willing, it is going to lead to the family plan, like you guys said. Hey, starting the 20th of, you can get family plan for first month for $10. Sign me the hell up.
It ain't gonna be that.
Well, I know, but get out of my fantasy world, bastard. I would love to see something like that, but I'm going to sign up for it. It's almost counted on already, depending on what they come out with the price. I mean, we've seen the prices range from 15 to 50 a month on the rumor mill. So, but I don't see it ever coming out at 50. And I know where my sweet spot is for it, but it also depends on what limitations and things like that they have on it too. So we just have to find out. But, I don't think this will hurt Microsoft at all, unless their 50 million subscribers or whatever the hell it is half of them are using them dollar codes for the last 6 months. So that's the only way
let's just
I'd
put
see
it this way. The four of us are paying $60 a month for Game Pass Ultimate right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's 50, that's still saving $10. I'm not quite sure at that point, but
no, we're paying 90 a month, the three of us.
You can't count the kids one because we're gonna have to keep two going anyway, one for us and one for the kids.
Maybe I don't have to keep the kids.
Well, I guess you don't, but the four of us, because we don't have a fifth, are paying $60 for our membership, not the kids' membership. The kids, we're all paying for kids too, but it's we're paying $60, and if you take that into consideration, we're actually paying $120.
Yeah. So send us some money so we can keep our subscriptions going. No, kidding. Maybe.
But yeah, so I don't think it's going to hurt them, but I am ready for family plan, and I hope it's like $30 or something, or 40. I don't want to really go pay more than 40 because then we're really not saving a whole lot of money. Yeah. $20. If the subscription ends up coming down to $20, $20 cheaper, for all of us to pitch in, and we can divide that evenly amongst four people. It's $5 a month savings for each of us, right?
Yeah.
So
now I would be, that would be pretty much the highest end of my sweet spot would be 40 a month, because it just almost seems like it. I mean, yes, you'd still save money, but I'm just worried if there's going to be limitations on the family plan. If there's, they're going to be like, you have to run off the same IP or some crap like that. So.
No, from what I saw, is it was friends and family. Friends listed as like not in your household friends.
All right.
So it literally says friends and family. I mean, I guess there are some friends that live together, but
no, I don't see this being a hindrance whatsoever. If you got those dollar codes, let us know if they still work. If you're still able to drop them, because send me the code. I'm good with it. I could save it. $14.99 or $13.99 for 1 month. So, but if it does lead into the family plan, I'm really surprised we have not heard anything about it at this point anymore towards at least the U.S. side of it. So with E3 dead and gone, along with my hopes and dreams, do you think Microsoft will announce something at their little showcase that they're going to end up doing, since E3 is a bust?
I'm going to say yes.
All right, Pat, you're saying no. Why do you say no, Pat? I got to know why you say no.
Because Microsoft's not in the market right now to lower any costs on anything, especially because they're laying people off. That would look bad. If you're laying off your workforce and you announce a discount plan for a new territory, you're pretty much pulling out the dick move at that point.
Yeah, but you can build more income if you can get more people to jump in on it, though. So
the problem is that I think in the short term, it's a money loss for them, because they're going to have people like us, right?
Yeah.
4 friends who are going to get into a family plan,
and lovers
who are then, and gentle lovers. And then who then Microsoft is losing if the four of us got into a plan together, Microsoft is losing $20 a month from the four of us right there. Yep. They're not in the market for that. And if we could find a fifth person and it's $40, they're losing what? That's 40. They're losing $55 at that point.
Yeah. But so they'll also be taking away from rivals in the 35, long run. And
I don't necessarily know if it will entice that. I mean, I imagine that it might, but it's hard to absorb. It's hard to forecast losing $35 a month, because that's basically that's like on the high end, right? Because I mean, technically, you could get 5 people that's a $10 plan, and that's $50 a month, and it's $40 a month is what the plan ends up being, and they're only losing $10. But in our case, if we found 5 people doing Ultimate, that's a lot of, and it's $40. That's what did I say? That was a $35 loss right there for them a month. That's just not something they're easily going to absorb and be able to recoup.
No.
Because I don't think you're going to convince the hardcore Sony fans or the people who have if people like us that have both an Xbox and a PlayStation, that their primary console is a PlayStation, to get all in on Game Pass. Because, a lot of my PlayStation friends, they have mostly PlayStation friends. They don't have the friends that I have that play both, that have PlayStation. They don't typically have both consoles. Some of them do, but the majority of them don't. And they're friends that are on PlayStation. So you're not going to get those people.
That means you just got to get better friends, because if they're only playing PlayStation, then I'm kidding.
Right.
No, I mean, I can see your point in that. I mean, but I don't know. I mean, Microsoft's still trying to just build up the ecosystem of Game Pass. And I think they could. I would agree with Nick that I think they could announce something during their Summer Game Fest, whatever the hell they're going to be doing this year. I think so. But that doesn't mean I'm right. It just means I kind of hope. So, all right. You guys got anything else before we spend those dollars? All right. Well, thank you for watching all the way to the end. It's hard to stare at these gorgeous faces this whole time, but thank you for doing it. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, you hit the notifications, all the good stuff. And most importantly, give us your feedback. Let us know what you think. Do you think Microsoft is on a path to announce the family plan for North America? I mean, they've done some Brazil, I believe it was, and a few other countries. Is it our turn? And what do you think the price is going to be? Do you think it's actually going to be worth it? This group, we're betting on it. So let's hope it works out for the best. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. See ya.